Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And yes, you read from the title, this is gonna kind of explain some background stuff and stuff about the characters and the setup I have to or about the golden siblings. And you guys and things I think people might be confused about, and if you do look back to my other episodes, that probably would explain stuff. But my retarded episodes, there are for some reason like 1 week long ones. So yeah, so try making it a shorter and this entire video to explain it. You guys won't have to go on a full-on goose chase for what you want to know and stuff like that. Now moving on, going first, I think I should start to say like how it's like what the lore is, kind of. For example, you know how warrior cats are, humans, and well, they really just view the cats, and like they're in the same like world, but they're both kind of like their own civilizations. That's kind of how it is. And my little series thing, yeah, we're like looking into the dog's view thing, and there's humans, but they're not the main character, you could say. They're just there, just add some more interesting stuff to the episodes or something that the golden siblings here went on one of their adventures and bumped into a human. It's kind of like that. So yeah, they're all in the same world. Dogs are not like replacing humans as they like. Dang, I forgot the fancy word. Oh god, this is why I have to go to school to learn. But moving on. Now I guess going to the setup, kind of my favorite thing. It's I'm that type of person that likes to set up and make little worlds. It's funny because I will set up, like, for example, like a house and all the furniture, and after that, and I'm never able to play because I get all tired, like, of just setting up. But moving on, now to explain really the backgrounds. For example, yes, this area looks like a full-on, like, I don't know, like village perhaps. It's actually just like an alleyway. Just pretend, well, I guess you could pretend they're like in a small city, and it's like near the forest and the mountains and stuff like that. So you could just imagine that. So they're kind of like in an alleyway, and this is like all the junk people throw out. And if I have anything quote unquote like human related, like these bunk beds, and I'm kind of pretending it's like some really fancy dollhouse some kid had and just threw out. And you can tell the other dogs that are like selling this stuff. Like I said, there's like two little worlds in one. So they're like just selling their stuff, selling whatever stuff, Barbie, okay, and stuff like that. So if I have any like I said, quote unquote human stuff, it means they're like in like a junkyard alley or somewhere that some person just threw their trash into the wild. And it kind of has a little background thing of people really just throwing their junk out and just polluting half of the planet. Yep, gotta add that stuff in for realisticness. Now, moving on to, I guess, the quote-unquote now main characters, because every time I have episodes, there's, like, new characters coming in. And and you could say if you split some, like, episodes up, it's, like, seasons, and I like to call this the final season in a way. So, this is gonna be there's more characters, but I haven't gotten to those episodes yet, so I don't want to spoil who randomly comes in. But these are the quote-unquote characters for this for the episodes to come. Meaning we have, and I guess just start with the new guys here. First, we got Robin. He is a male coyote. That is, I just forgot what I was gonna say. Yay. So now going, I guess, to personality-wise. Hold on, sorry guys, I just literally had him right up there. Literally gonna like hurt your eyes. But now going to a little bit of a personality. One, like kind of like how foxes are, kind of like trickster, and I guess sly. And I don't really know the proper word, but he kind of has that. I'm trying to make him that like humorous person. I'm literally looking up jokes right now to find out like ways to make him like quote unquote funny. Right now, like if none of the scenes in some of my episode made you laugh, I'm hoping Robin here would do that for you. So that's really him. And cough cough, you might know what line he's, or what, I don't know, part he's taking in for the season. You all knew this was gonna happen. You all knew it. Now moving on to this guy here, and I don't know why I was gonna say something, but now moving on to his name and personality. And funny enough, I didn't really have a name for him, and no, me not saying his name last the other episode wasn't me just like standing there like, "What's your name, sir?" No, it was actually he was looking, or I was lucky enough not to have a part that needed to know his name. So this is kind of like thinking of a name for him like at the second. But his name is Pablo, and even though he looks like a forgot the breed, love it. But one thing, like if you know this dog's breed, good for you. And he's so big that I can put him in front of everybody else because it would knock them over and it would be too close to the camera or device or something. So this is him, and like I said, if you know the breed of this dog, then good, nice. Wish that was me. And two, he's part coyote, and no, it doesn't really show it how he looks, but something in the deep dark mind of animals are like, you have like a face of a coyote, so we're just gonna kind of just ignore you and just be a jerk to you. So yeah, so these two guys are kind of like underdogs. Dogs. Okay, moving on. And they're kind of just like abandoned from the world, and coyotes are like quote unquote the low of a low breed, so you could tell why really no one likes them. And if you know coyotes in real life and they're near your house, you know they're a big problem to house pets. Like they'll eat them, or somehow if you have a dog and they're in heat, they'll mate with them, and then you have some weird mixed breed. So really not good thing. But yeah, now going to his personality, he's kind of like just like, you know, what people call like sheeps when they just follow whatever you do. And really, you go to the yeah, this is hard to explain his personality now I think of it. So he's kind of like the, I guess you say talk or fight now, talk later, or something like that. He's it kind of goes again with how big he is. So he can get things done with literally a swoop of his paw. But still, even though he has good strength and will be a good member to a pack, he's still kind of just left out of the group. So that's his. And yeah, I didn't really get to play around or get to his personality. So we're gonna have to get to know him a lot better in the season or the episodes to come. I don't know why I keep saying seasons. Now moving on to, I think that the good people to go to right now is the older versions of Okay, so you had to move. Of these guys, of course, I didn't think the easiest one to recognize is Jack, and it's been a long while, and I remember his name was Jack. Yeah. So he's just like a husky. Um, yeah, that's Jack. Just a poor husky that was left in the world to fend for himself. So that's him. And male, forgot male. Oh yeah, me forgetting stuff. Pablo here's a male too. So okay. So Jack, his personality is kind of like he doesn't like to go out his way to do stuff, and will follow orders pretty easy. Probably in Sniper's favor, and he's pretty shy. He's a little shy boy, so that's really him. And if he was a house pet, he would be the little lap dog. Now moving on to Vanilla. Yes, I know she's kind of different looking. I was really hunting down some golden retrievers, and if it wasn't for this model here, it would have been one of these two. One of these two would have been Vanilla. But this one, yeah, it's actually the same breed. It's a chocolate, no, Labrador. No, I might be mixing up my dogs right now, but I don't remember the main thing. But I know this breed is pretty close to golden retrievers, and I do have a one that looks just like this, but white instead. And of course, you probably saw that one in the dog, or forgot my other series I'm sort of trying to bring up from the dead, Long Dog News. So it was this one or that one, but they're a little too out of the color scheme, even though I could have just been like, yeah, I was just picking some genes out of the family tree. But I don't know why, but I can't even really want to go down that road. This one I think it is a golden retriever. It wasn't for, the coat was fine, but I thought it was a little humongous, let's say, because bigger than his entire family, Paulo still wins the biggest dog here right now, but I thought it would be a little too big, and they're all small-ish dogs, even though golden retrievers are not supposed to be big or that big, but you can see where I'm getting at. So that's why I chose this model here, but I think it still works perfectly fine. But yeah, this is Vanilla, and yes, female. So, no, Jack. But her personality is, she is trying to be tough and quote-unquote badass like a Sniper is, but she is sweet and rather the troublemaker. Probably gets in a lot of trouble and just literally would jump into any fight without knowing which side she's on or why the heck they're fighting. Just like, I want to get in a battle. That's her, and you could bet she is so brave. She's pretty dumb at it now, type thing. And now going to her younger brother, and yes, you could tell if he does have the model of his dad, but now, and it does look identical to Bobby here, but they're both different. You can tell by the face. Now moving on, Prince here, his personality, and is a boy. His personality is kind of like, if you think of a teenager boy, I guess, but really just like, leave me alone and I'm better than you type of personality. I don't know how you want to say it, but you know how teenagers just go through, stages, just random personalities. I should know because I guess I am one. But yeah, I guess you could just say he's just just imagine him in some corner, just like, I'm better than you, and you know it. And another thing, I don't know why I want to mention this, how he got this, I guess you could call it a collar or something. I just made up this funny story in my head, and I'm just like, I must tell the people. Moving to the story now is because he was looking for scavenging for his food in like some dumpsters and stuff. He somehow got this like thing around his neck. He couldn't get it off until everybody else came along. It's like, what the heck are you doing? And so when they were about to try, he noticed that he kind of looked cool in it for example, or for in some weird way. And she's like, oh, wait, I look unique. And it's probably because he might want to copy his aunt here's neck collar thing. And he's like, oh, potential. So that's really all for this little trio here. Now moving on to some more people, and I feel like I'm taking a lot longer than I wanted. Now this is gonna be a speed run. Now moving to Sniper. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna pick you up. And Sniper is, I lied, I picked you up. Now moving on. Sniper, of course, the alpha female, or just quote unquote alpha of the group. Her, like, I'm really sorry for the backstory. I'm gonna make a full-on video to explain the backstory. You go skip those episodes, or you probably had to watch them. Like, I'm really sorry, and I might actually delete them and record them, even though I'm not in the same house anymore. Like I said, like that one video, I moved. Now moving on. From, like I said, from her backstory, she was quote unquote sacrifice. It was the sacrifice, and so she can't even trust anymore. Even though she got really now close to the surviving siblings she has, even though she got really close to them, she still can't trust. So she's always on her guard and ready to attack. So she's just like a cat that's always arched and ready to strike at someone that gets near. And yes, she's the badass of the group that will kick butt and even has trophies to show it. And I think that really explains her personality, and is slowly opening up, and soon even having a little bit moments that she's having relationships with her siblings to fully open up one day, quote unquote. And yes, I will soon in the episodes, she's gonna soon have like a family relationship, even though, okay, I was gonna say something, but yeah, family. Alright, now moving on to Bobby. And now I think if I do have another video explaining their personalities, but update. Now, I don't know why, but in the middle of the video, I thought of that. Now moving on, Bobby, he's the kind and trusting and, like, your protector type person. And he's the person that you can open up to and will have, like, I guess you could say wise. Out of siblings, he's, like, the wise one, kind, and really protective. But not, like, the creepy, like, will literally cradle you protective. He knows your personal space, unlike some. So that's really his personality. And I couldn't have anything bad for this face. You can only see kindness in that face. And in our all-time creeper here, Oliver, he is like hold on, move your heads, please. He's like that big brother protector, but he has a dark side, of course, of him being a total creep and always trying to find a way to catch a female, even though he can't even stay mates for for even 3 days. So he's just going back and forth with random females. Points to being traveler, because you could just be like, hey, want to be mates, and just a few days later, I'm not even here, and go somewhere 1,000 miles away. So that's him, and he's like the, I guess, teddy bear and cuddle buddy of the group. And now seeing I have not that much time, and this video is going to end up taking about 6 years to finish or something, the last person is Maggie. Maggie, quote unquote, Karen slash protective mother, but she could be like sweet, and she used to be the shy one that has her temper in a way. Now becoming a mother and having to protect something besides herself, even though she does love her siblings, they literally could kick butt. Rather, she's just like frozen. So now, because she has to protect something more than herself, she became this tough, and very dramatic person. And yeah, that's Maggie. And that's all of the characters. Sorry this was long, but if you didn't mind hearing the lore and need to know bases about this, thank you for staying for this longness. And just to add a little quick thing, the contests I'm doing, I'm shortening it up to more days than like 40 days. But I'm gonna probably make a video saying that. So, bye guys, subscribe, like, don't forget to comment, or YouTube probably turned it off if I say any words that are not child friendly, let's say. So, again, like, subscribe, love you guys, and see you in the next one, my pack.